I'm currently using the iPhone 13, and my first priority after I got it was to get a cute phone case. But as I was looking through the phone cases on online shopping platforms, I noticed a lot more weird and wacky phone cases. Like a phone case that looks like a pan. Like, who in their right mind would buy something like that? It's me. I sought the help of Shopee to help me find 6 of the most interesting phone cases that I could find on there. I also got some recommendations from my coworkers, my friends, and also on the RKMD Facebook page. So without further ado, let's get to work. Okay, so this clear MagSafe case was actually recommended by one of the people on the RKMD Facebook page. He raved about it, saying that it works like it should. And honestly, it seems to be more worth it than the 219 ringgit original. I had no real qualms with the case. MagSafe chargers stick onto it like how they would stick to the original case. And like its more expensive original, it's a clear case that can go with almost any color iPhone 13. It's also pretty similar to the original MagSafe case because its ring and tail is about the same size. But other than that, you can for sure tell the difference in quality between the two. For one thing, the original case is completely clear, but the knockoff's case isn't. You'll notice tiny little dots, which isn't what the pictures of Shopee advertised. It's just like, it just feels cheaper to me, it's all. The MagSafe ring itself for the cheaper case is also just a sticker, whereas the original MagSafe case seems to be almost engraved in the case. It's not something that you need to worry about though. The sticker is stuck pretty well, so it doesn't really peel off or budge or anything. Despite its minor flaws, you can easily save more than 200 ringgit on something that works just as well. Look at this! Isn't this wild? Okay, so it's adorable and hilarious and attention-grabbing, but watch what it does when I try to put my phone inside the case itself. Look. It's too tight. Don't take that out of context or anything. Really, I don't know how to put it in. It's for the iPhone 13, I promise you. It's just so tight for some reason. It's scary. It doesn't fully fit. We did it, but with a lot of pressure. We need 2 people to help. Picking it up to take calls means holding onto its handle and putting the bottom of the pan to your ear. It also just looks like you're carrying a pan around when you're out in public. There's no denying that you're carrying a pan around you, so it's not for shy boys and girls. As for the frying pan itself, it's actually pretty great quality for a frying pan shape. It's got a good weight, and you can like easily put stuff on it if you want to. But that's also essentially it. A basic phone case with a toy frying pan stuck to it. And since it's so hard for the phone to wear, taking it out was also a bother. At one point, it even ripped out some of the glue that was supposed to bind the case with the pan. And when I'm trying to take pictures of my food on the table, the shadow of the very large pan would stop me from taking my usual flat lays for Instagram, and when texting, the sides of the pan would make it so hard for me to hold and type. But besides that, I find the phone case real cute and funny. It makes for a great icebreaker when you're out, and it makes a good selfie stick, and it's good for bathroom selfies as well. Try not to fry anything with it, I need to put that out there. I've had a couple expensive Shockproof cases before, mainly something like Casetify, but they go for like 200 ringgit a pop or even more. However, they do deliver on the promise of it being shockproof. I dropped my phone quite a lot, and Casetify's impact cases help with keeping my phone and phone screen protected. But what about a shockproof case that you can find on Shopee? How safe would you feel with a cheaper version? In terms of quality and build, the cheaper case feels and looks really good for its price. I was surprised by how well made it is, from its matte feel to its button covers to the fact that the rubber edges even hug the phone's screen to help lessen scratches, just like Casetify's case. But will this protect the phone as much as a Casetify impact case? Comparing it to a Casetify case that I already have, the cheaper case is lighter and has rubbery edges. It feels like more expensive cases have a certain weight to them that cheaper cases don't usually have. I mean, I haven't dropped my phone yet with the case. However, judging by its build and how well made it is, it's likely that it would save your phone from accidental drops. Is it sturdier than Casetify's cases? No. But for its price, the cheaper case is definitely one of my favorites of this collection that I'm reviewing. It also comes in other colors than the one that I have, like blue, orange, green, black, and purple. And it showcases the phone as it is like a clear case, but it still adds a little pizzazz. So ugly. I gotta be honest. It's so disgusting. I gotta be honest. This is my least favorite phone case, maybe ever. And yes, this includes the frying pan case that didn't really fit my phone. I hate this one more. Here's the thing, I'm actually a huge fan of cute and fuzzy cases. I actually own several of them myself for the iPhone 11, mostly the ones that are covered in faux fur. And even though they're impractical and would be ruined in rainy weather, they're just really cute. But dude, these ones just don't feel right. It came with a huge yellowish stain on one of the fuzzy baubles, so that's strike one. The fuzzy baubles also feel gross to hold. The material feels like a type of fake and plasticky wool, and the chain holding them together feels like it's almost about to fall apart in seconds. If you are curious about fuzzy phone cases, I recommend the faux fur ones. Do not get any that looks like wool, because it feels like, it doesn't feel good, and I think the faux fur ones feel a lot better. Like the frying pan phone case, this was also recommended to us by people on the RKMD Facebook page. But I had a few concerns about this one. Who in the right mind would want to carry a meat cleaver around with them, just like willy-nilly? And also, will this be able to cut things? Okay, so it's pretty easy to fit my iPhone 13 into the meat cleaver case for one, compared to the other novelty frying pan one, but it's just a silicone phone case. It's pretty basic and it won't really protect your phone as much as a shockproof case does. It also has a nice handle that you can use as a selfie stick. The little bump details also make it seem like a real knife's handle. The metallic silver sheen on the blade is also a nice touch, but it's prone to scratches. I did enjoy lifting the phone case to answer phone calls, because this is what it looks like. Hello? Yes. Yes, I can get that for you. See? Looks stupid. I found it hilarious and it didn't feel like the phone would fall off or anything. It's pretty sturdy. And best of all, it could technically cut some things if you want to, if you really, really want to. However, the knife case gives off a violent vibe that I am not particularly comfortable with. Not surprisingly, people around me found the case amusing and ridiculous. I wasn't able to be taken too seriously with the case, so showing important work details on my phone with a knife case probably isn't a great idea. I also found it difficult to hide the case when I go to stores because it was rather long and obvious. Tucking it under my arms also didn't help and probably added to the illusion that I was carrying an actual knife in public. However, it would probably be a great case to bring out if I had to go through dangerous alleys. Theoretically. You might have seen Poppet items being super popular online last year. Kids wanted them badly, and they were also great as fidget toys. Even though the craze has died down a bit, I was pleasantly surprised to find out that there are phone cases that take inspiration from Poppet items. Even though the phone case is not an official Poppet item, I was down to pop the little spheres and find the satisfaction that Poppet fans have been talking about. The color palette of the phone case is absolutely adorable. It has sort of like a muted palette to the regular Poppet items that you would see, but I like muted colors, and if you're into muted colors, this should tickle you fancy. Tickle you fancy? What does that mean, Dzamira? The colors bleed into the case sections, making it very clear that it is not an official Poppet item. The case itself is also one of those weird soft squishy cases that were more popular years ago, but it's not like the most satisfying squeeze. It's pretty thick, so it can probably lessen the impact of a phone drop, but the pop aspect of it sucks. And that's the whole point of me buying the case, to have a good, satisfying pop experience. There's no popping sound when I press on them as it does for other Poppets.
3, 2, 1, go.
And when you press on them, they just slowly unpop back. If you want to get yourself a Poppet phone case, I suggest try to find something with like a harder material to it rather than a very soft squishy phone case, because it doesn't give you that satisfying squish, if you will. But that might be difficult because you might need to look through a lot of reviews and videos of the product itself. Otherwise, it just feels like I wasted money on a dupe. Okay, so of all the phone cases that I've reviewed, my favorite is this Shockproof phone case. Even though it isn't as luxurious as a 200 ringgit plus Case-defy case, it was still surprisingly good quality. My least favorite? This one. It is really gross to hold, and the simple silicone case did not even give my phone enough protection in case the handle eventually breaks and I drop my phone with it. I also learned that some cheaper cases are just knockoffs of other more expensive phone cases, and you usually get what you pay for. If you're not the type to switch phone cases too often, you're better off with a more expensive case that can last you a couple years. But if you're like me and want to keep switching it up, cheaper phone cases give you the flexibility to do that. With more options and more phone cases, I can just switch my phone cases like how I would switch my outfits. I would just need to find a good outfit to match a frying pan. What do you think? What would you like to see next? Would you like to see more expensive cases? Would you like to see phone cases from Shein? I heard there's like a lot of weird phone cases there as well. All right, like or dislike the video, it's up to you. And subscribe to Toy Chin Chow if you haven't. That's all from me, Dzamira. Bye for now.